Hi, welcome to video number 3 in the series 7 common mistakes that runners make. Now, whether you're a new runner or not, there might be some of these mistakes that you're making, and we are in the third video in the series of 7. Today's video, we are going to talk about warm up and cool down. Why it is necessary, what are the mistakes that you could be doing as a warm up, what is an ideal warm up, what is an ideal cool down, and I'm also going to show you stretches and exercises that you can include as a part of your warm up and cool down. Thank you for being here. I'm Dr. Rajni Patil. I'm a spine and sports physiotherapist practicing for 19 years in Mumbai. Shivaji Park and Vile Parle are the locations. Now let's get into warm up. What is the right way to warm up? Which exercises are ideal for you as a runner and why you should do them? A recent poll has shown that 70% of runners actually skip warm up. To me, this is really a dangerous thing, and there are millions of studies that contradict, they go back and forth whether a warm up is necessary or not. But what every study agrees on recently is that which is a better way to warm up and which is not. For example, if you do a dynamic warm up, which are movements rather than static stretches, which are actually exercises that you're holding for 15-30 seconds. The dynamic warm-up is a much better way to warm up your body for your run, to get ready for your run. Now, why should you do a warm-up? If you're one of those people who need some convincing, let me tell you that from a physiotherapist perspective, I want to prevent any kind of injury that starts. So let me say that a warm-up is the best way to prevent any aches and pains that can be a part of your life coming through next. But for a runner, what you want to do is, one is, yes, you want to prevent injury, but to you, I think maybe running faster, increasing the mileage, things like that might be slightly more important to you. So let me tell you that there have been studies that show that if you include consistently warm-up drills before you're running, then that has shown to improve your running performance. So I hope that motivates you to take up warm-up properly, ideally before you start any kind of running henceforth. If you are doing only a short walk or a slow jog for your warm-up, then trust me, that's not enough. Ideally, what you should be doing for your warm-up before you start running is you should do either a brisk walk or a very easy jog, and then do some dynamic exercises. I have done a video specifically for this, so watch that video so that you know these top 3 exercises that will take you 3 to 5 minutes, and then you're on your way for your run. Now also, one thing to keep in mind is that ideally, if you are doing this warm-up, you want to spend about 10 minutes doing this warm-up before your run. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking that, you know, I'll get 10 more minutes to run if I don't do this warm-up, right? So this is a mistake that a lot of people make. Please don't let this be you. I have seen tons of shin splints, knee pain, things like that come into the clinic with these injuries because of a lack of a warm-up and cool down. So just include like a short walk or a quick jog, and then do these 3 exercises that I showed you about. Just do those and then you're off on your run and you're totally fine. As you know, there are a lot of information out there on the internet about what kind of exercises you should be doing. By all means, look at the stuff that you feel comfortable doing. But the reason why I've included these exercises is that as a sports physio, I know that the muscles that need to be warmed up before you start running are your calf muscles, your hip flexors, your glutes, and your core. So accordingly, I have given you these 3 exercises, so feel free to do them before your run. Let's talk about cool down. Which are the exercises that are beneficial as cool down? I have made a video for you for 3 top cool down exercises that I think are right for you. Now again, I have made these exercises based on the muscles that I think get used a lot with the repetitive action of running. And remember that you need to be doing static stretching after the run, not dynamic, which we did before the run. Okay, so there's a clear distinction of what you do before the run and after the run. These stretches that you do after the run, if you're holding for only 5 seconds or maybe 8 seconds or 10 seconds, please understand that it's not really enough. You might be doing it like that and you've been okay so far, but a much better way to do it is about 15 seconds minimum, if not 30. All the stretches that I make my patients do and my runners do is 30 seconds minimum you want to hold the stretch. Only then research has shown that the muscle elongates enough to give you the benefits that a cool down needs to give you. Now, what are the benefits that cool down needs to give you? It has to make sure that your muscles don't get stiff after a run. So runners who immediately stop running and then go home and then they're doing whatever they're doing, the muscles at the end of the day can get stiff and tight, and soreness can increase a lot more later. But also remember that your heart also needs to cool down, right? So your heart rate needs to come down to a baseline gradually instead of like this. So after you finish your run, ideally what is a cool down that you should be doing? After you finish your run, just walk a little bit and then do some static stretching. If you can, if you have a foam roller, then the best way to do it is to do your walk and then you do your quick foam rolling routine and then you do a stretching routine. This would be an ideal case scenario. Again, a cool down only needs to be about 8 to 10 minutes. It doesn't take very long, so it should not be a reason to completely avoid cool down. If you are not sure if you are doing your cool down correctly or not, then there is a video that I have made for that, especially lower body stretches that runners need. Just look at that, because there are a lot of mistakes like bouncing and how long you're doing things like that, and that can give you an idea of how to do them right. Because there are a lot of people who do these stretches but they may not be doing it exactly the way that it's supposed to be done, and hence ending up with an injury. So don't let that be you. Do your warm up well, do your cool down well, and I hope you're not making this mistake henceforth. Keep watching my next videos for the following mistakes that you're making, and then I will see you in the next one. Bye.